Here's an idea, do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all pay. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me always. Money coming in and all day. Money coming in all pay. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me.
Hey, welcome back. I'm back, I should say to myself. It's been a minute, I know. Talking with Tish, episode 7. Your girl has been busy, a little stressed out. Can we talk for a minute? Shoot. No. Just heavily into work. The last part of the Benson family passed away. Just a lot of things going on, and I think I was getting a little discouraged, as a beginner. But anyways, that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. It's some times right now too. I think with everything that's going on, even though we're, as the Black community, sitting back, we're sitting back, but we're watching, always in survival mode. But anyways, I do count my blessings. So anyways, not to get all on that type of stuff, but I'm back. Episode 7, Talking with Tish. I got a few topics. I was going to say episodes, but topics that I want to talk about. And one that a friend of mine sent me that was crazy is I ended up getting that from a girlfriend of mine and then seeing it on the news. So I'm just going to pull that little clip up and play that for you guys and then give you my thoughts, because I definitely have some thoughts.
Bro, y'all look at this shit, bro. I'm at the funeral home where my mama's supposed to be at, bro. They got dead bodies in this building with no AC. No AC, man. These people, family members, y'all family members up here in this building with no AC. They're not taking care of. And y'all took on y'all people, man. Richardson Memorial Services. Bro, they just got people in this casket in this building being worked on.
And I think this is like on Fuquay down here in Houston.
Check on them. Door wide open. They doing construction on this building.
And I don't know if I can play and show the actual video, because I'm still learning that stuff too.
Richardson Memorial.
Terrible. And from what you can see on the video, which some of you I'm sure may have seen it by now, but bodies everywhere. Tables, caskets. Some look like they just got dropped off in the body bag. Like, this is crazy. I would have been hot mad. I guess maybe I'm using even some words that I shouldn't be, so hopefully this video plays. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll do better, YouTube. I'm learning. But a lot of these unalived people were not in the conditions in the definitely temperature, no AC, as you heard him say. You expect our loved ones to be taken care of with some respect and some dignity. I'd have lost it. I guess everybody would have had a free cremation because I would have lost it. I would have almost wanted the building down. Are you kidding me? And this is one of those things that it's like it makes us look bad, unprofessional, because I know a ton of Black-owned funeral homes and cremation services, all of that type of stuff that do a wonderful job. They're not Black-owned, but I definitely wanted to shout out my hometown's funeral home that did a wonderful job for my grandma, for my mother. I just feel like that is too sensitive and serious of a situation for people to be taking people's money and not being professional and not doing everything by the book. Whew, that was sad. And then also I seen on the news that person ended up getting stabbed, the one that put the video out and aired the place out. So I'm sure there's more to come. When I hear about that, that's going to be in my next episode. So maybe I'll do a quick short on that one. But anyways, next topic, which is a sad one. And I think about it because I like to travel and I like to have fun and I like to experience a little bit of the nightlife when I go overseas, out of the U.S., heck, in the U.S., you know. But the Dominican Republic, I think I read over 220 people are gone. That is so sad. God rest their souls. I heard the roof collapse. And it's like, how do you know? I'm going to Zanzibar Island in June for my birthday solo trip. I definitely want to experience a little bit of the nightlife, but some of the stuff that I've seen is more outdoors things, but still any type of accident can happen somewhere. So you just never know. Try to be safe, say a prayer. I don't know. But God bless their souls. Because that was just tragic. But on a good note, I did read they rescued like 189. So that's kind of nice that they did definitely get in there and didn't assume all were gone, you know. But anyways, on to a little lighter, funnier of a note, because that stuff was extremely sad. And like I said, God bless their souls. Candace Owens, you know, I don't have a prayer for her. But basically, I'm like, bye, Felicia, bye, Candace, girl, bye. I see she's trying to rebrand herself and come on over back to the lighter side. They must have quit paying her. Contract must be over, something. Because I've caught a few of her videos. I've caught a few TikTok, what do you call that? Stitches or compilations of her and people's responses of her now being upset with her good old boys administration. All that stuff she talked about us, Kamala, just the Black community. It was just disgusting, sickening. Girl, you ain't coming back. We is not letting you back in. I mean, I ain't saying it like that. Like, no one's gonna hurt you. You are definitely safe. But don't think you can just do a couple videos, act like you don't like that team. You were fooled. You are very intelligent and smart, girl. So, anyways, I think that I'm with the group and the team that's like, no, girl, bye. Stay over there. Okay? But anyways, yeah, she was just super nasty towards our community. And it was just like, I don't know how much money somebody, I mean, I've had some hard times, you know, definitely the check to check living, I know. But I can't imagine what kind of money and truly would somebody give me to just hate on my people like that with a straight face and could go to sleep, wake up in the morning, do it again. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. But maybe, you know, I've just never been presented with millions. I don't know. I haven't. I can tell you that I haven't. But I don't know, let me shut up. But speaking of that, so since I'm gonna slide over, and this is old, but I have been wanted to talk about and laugh about. I wish there was video out there of Nia Long checking Sherri Shepherd. I would never have guessed Nia, but then I also feel like, you know, she did Friday. She's done some, you know, movies with some certain type of characters and people that I guess she might have it in her, the way that her last man did her and what she found out, she might have had to lose it and check some people. And, you know, once you kind of go through stuff like that, you like, you know what, I'm not playing with nobody anymore. But not that I don't like Sherri Shepherd, but I'm just like, dang, I would have loved to have seen that. Like, you know, keep my name out your mouth. I know what you said. I remember when you said XYZ, okay? Because I just don't see her acting too super ghetto. I mean, I don't know. But she didn't come back and act like, you know, I didn't, girl, what is you talking about? She kind of made a subtle, but like, hey girl, hey, and I'll do it again. But anyways, what's next on my thing? Carrie Hilson. Did you guys see or, you know, listen to that interview she did? Talking about how, part of me was like, before I listened to the interview, like, girl, quit talking about that stuff with Beyonce. Like, girl, you are bringing it back up. Like, quit it. We ain't even thinking about that. And if they blackballed you, is this helping? But maybe it is. I don't know. So then, anyways, I listened to the actual interview and I was like, I'm glad I did, because, you know, it's just like how people are quick to be like with these, some of these allegations with people from the Me Too, Weinstein, Epstein, Diddy, everyone that's been accused of it, the nobodies, the average man. It's almost like how people judge them on, you know, well, why are you just saying something now? What, you know, it's kind of that same thing where I think she was young, she was scared, she was kind of listening to other people. She wanted something so bad, and when you're immature, you're just like, well, okay, this will work out. I mean, who could foresee what had happened to her? So I understand when she had said, I was young, I didn't really write that part, I didn't want to sing that part. Then them two people went on to work with Beyonce and other people like that. Like, that's messed up. Then the girl that did write the lyrics came out and, you know, chuckled about it till people dragged her, and then she kind of admitted that it was mostly her. It was her being immature. I almost wonder, will this get her some vindication now? Will people give her the opportunity? A lot of years has been lost, because Carrie had a really pretty voice too. So I don't know. But I guess now that she's got it out, you know, we really don't need to hear about it anymore. But I'm glad she told her story fully this time. And it's kind of messed up that people left her to hang out and to dry and to just look like a Beyonce hater and get kind of blackballed. But anyways, ooh, this is a funny one. Let me get my little video ready. Where did I note I put this one? Oh, okay. One moment. This was hilarious to me, but I was like, you know what? He's keeping it real. So listen to this. I'm sure you guys have heard it. It's the Terrance Howard take on his experience with Diddy. I thought it was too funny.
He invited me for weeks asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. He's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. He's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay, so then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to
Come on now, dog.
That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh.
Come on, man.
Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always.
Hello? I hate when it kind of rolls into something. I need to make a folder for, instead of like videos I've listened to, and then it rolls into the next one. But Terrance said it right there. I mean, you know, you can't really say that's what was going on, but you know, that's what's known about him. Everybody has a story now we see. Like he said, hey, that's what my assistant said. So, you know, all of that is cut off now, you know. And like I've talked before, you know, I'm just, you know, this ain't even in my notes. But it's like so many people today where, like he said, there's a difference between a guy and a man. And I kind of flow with him on that somewhat on the level of when I listen to men today and in these kind of groups that I'm in. Again, I've talked about this before, I know. But where they talk about being pegged and wanting to be basically hit from the back. What the? I just think, you know, nothing is wrong with that. It's just like how someone has a preference. They don't like black girls. They don't like little booty girls like me. They don't like short girls. Whatever your preference is, you know. You don't like girls that wear their hair natural or don't have, you know, I don't know. It's no different from that, I think. No one can be upset about somebody's preference, you know. You just kind of go out there and get in your lane and find, you know, where your preference is. If you even care or want that, I guess, you know, anyway. But I'm just saying, for me, it's kind of that's where that division goes. I can't even talk. I shouldn't even be talking about this. That's why I can't talk. But where once somebody says something like that, and I've been kind of attacked for my opinion, I'm okay with that. That is totally fine. I'm down for a discussion, debate, agree to disagree. Excuse me. Totally okay with that. But for me, it's like, dang, that attraction to that like super masculine, or what in my mind, what I've created as that strong masculine man. Like once he would say some shit like, my little ass peg you, what? what? It's over by taking everything that I got. Bye. No, these are not. But I just thought that was too funny. And then I have another video from one of my absolute favorite and one of my early YouTube followers that I've watched her growth. She's beautiful, but Tisa Tells. So this is funny too on her. If you don't follow her, Tisa Tells is her YouTube channel. And this particular portion that I'm gonna add is from her video that says Feds Activate.
If we actually look at that, first he invited him over for acting. Terrance didn't take the hint. And Diddy was probably high off the Tucci, couldn't remember his lines. It was like, okay, it's too much. You know what?
Not the Tucci.
Invite him to do the music. Because he probably was like, with the acting, there's nothing I can offer Terrance Howard with the acting. Because this is what, getting back into the government, proving the government's point. This is what Diddy was. He was like a djinn. He granted your wishes, but you had to give up your soul. The only thing is, it was a slippery slope. So I think he thought he'd invite Terrance Howard in, and Terrance Howard was like, all right, let's do this. I want to know how much Terrance Howard charged him for acting classes. So he was like, all right, like, I'll take the bag, cool, this and that. Let me do this. He was helping Diddy. Diddy realized, yo, I can't offer him anything in the acting world. This little money I'm paying him clearly isn't enough for him to bust it open for a player, right? And Terrance Howard was probably with his little guitar, talking about string theory, was like, nah, Diddy, because you know it's not, nah, Diddy, you gotta feel it in your blood. Say it again.
Okay, I can't play too much, because that's her clip in her video. But again, go to Tisa Tells. It's like, subscribe. I usually share her stuff on my Facebook page. So out of my real people that know me and follow me on all of my social media, I've shared her, videos for years. Celeb Source is another one. The Sauce. They're out of the East Coast, New York. Love them. I think Tisa's East Coast too, but I'm not sure. I could see her in California, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I thought that was funny. And let me see. I'm about to wrap this up. Oh, I forgot about these stories. You know what? I'm going to skip to this one because this one is really, I feel like, something us traveling people need to pay attention to. Female and, well, mostly female. I don't know that there's that many female predators out there trying to do this type of shit. But, so, let me find that. Oh, here it is. Scary.
You guys, this is the craziest story I have ever heard. I just have to share this, and this is why you have to be careful when you hook up with people when you're traveling to a foreign country. So this girl, I'm just gonna call her Natalie. I'll just use my name. So Natalie.
Be careful, Natalie.
I don't want to say the name of the country, but she traveled overseas from America, and she was in this country for only a few days, and she ended up meeting this guy at a bar. We're gonna call him Sam. So Sam and Natalie headed off, and they go to multiple dinners together, where I was told that Natalie said that he was constantly feeding her like an insane amount of food at each dinner. Like, it was her last night with Sam, and she still hadn't gone back to his place, and he was really adamant about her coming back home with him, and he kept asking her at dinner like, oh, you're gonna come back home, right? You're gonna come back home.
This also, just to pause it real quick, follow your intuition. I mean, first of all, I would just suggest not even doing nothing like that. Just, it's one thing if wherever you already are at and you're talking to somebody and chatting them up, no, you can't walk me back up to my hotel. Yes, I'm gonna lie and say other people are with me, they're just sick or something in the room, or just something, whatever sounds right in the moment. Fuck them, F them live. But again, in the middle of the moment, even if you did think you liked that person and something seems a little scary, it's cut that mess right on off. Make something up, but do not tell all your secrets. Say your parents are on their way, your sister's coming too. You know, you should have told them something. Anyway, let me finish this.
With me like you leave tomorrow. Natalie got a little bit creeped out by it. Ended up calling her sister because her and her sister were on the trip together, and she left the dinner. She didn't go back. She's like, "Oh, my sister needs me. I gotta go." Blah blah blah. And she said like Sam was blowing up her phone. Anyways, she gets on her flight. She goes back to the United States, and she develops. I can't even say it. She develops a rash on her back. So she goes to the dermatologist. Told her dermatologist, hey, like I just came back from this country, like I developed this rash, not sure what this is, test for it, and then, you know, let me know what comes back. So she was on campus when she got the call from her dermatologist, and her dermatologist was, why am I saying it like that? Her dermatologist was like, call me right now. So her derm calls her, and she's like, what are you doing? I need you to come to the office right now. Police are gonna be here.
I was like, what the fuck he give her?
I can't say it over the phone. So the girl comes to the dermatologist's office, and it wasn't even the police, it was FBI. Turns out that the rash that was on her back was actually a cream that was put that's used for cannibalism. The FBI ended up asking her, like, who have you met with in the last 6 months? She told them about the guy. FBI ends up working with...
Did you hear that?
They raid the guy's apartment and they found multiple skulls and limbs that belonged to several women that were missing. He fully intended on killing her and eating her. Apparently, like, that's the reason why he was taking her to dinner and trying to really get her full. He just, I don't even know. Just be careful out there when it comes.
In other countries. Down. Did we miss the part of the story where he rubbed some cream on her back? And then tell me this. So is there some type of cream that helps flavors, season up the human body, disintegrate the skin, make it more edible? What in the world? I'm glad we don't know. And here y'all, I got people. I don't even want, like y'all, that's a cuss word. Are dismantling the whole government. We don't have that crazy, the stories that I've been hearing lately, this stuff is regular outside other countries, outside of our country, I should say. What in the world? I'm glad I'm going over to Zanzibar for my solo first time birthday trip. But even going to the homeland, I'm going to be contacting people a couple times a day. Video, vlogging, all of that. Ooh, wait and see. Hey, that is going to be such a wonderful trip. I'm so excited about that. I'm sorry, I went from that horror story then to, but that horror story was a warning for people to quit just thinking there's a certain look or a certain, you know, they gon' finesse you. Of course, they're not gonna look like a monster, duh. But anyways, I'm just excited for my trip. I'm too mean, I'm not that friendly. I mean, I'm friendly a little bit when I'm tipsy, but I'm still me, you know, want to leave it at the bar. Don't try to do no extra. Don't try to follow me. I'm going to lie, get security, make a scene, be loud. Just, yeah, I'm not the one. But let me see, what else do I got on the list? Oh. Another story somebody wanted me to bring up too was, you know what, I'm gonna save that one for the next episode. I think I'm gonna end it If you are still here, say, hey, I made it. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Share, please. I'm back in action. I promise I'm gonna be more regular now. I have one more video that I kind of want to end the night with.
Are you ready to hear the most intimidating?
Not that one. Is it this one?
You know why some Gemini
Here it is.
have problems with relationships? Because they always showing a man that they ain't really a motherfucking man. You ain't man enough right now. A man will fucking leave with all that intimidating ass shit. But it ain't your fault. They just not a man yet. They don't do that shit on purpose. They just see the shit. If you ain't putting a nail into the wall, motherfucker, you better have some money. In a matter of motherfucking fact, they will say some shit to your ass just to see if you gonna respond like a woman or like a man. They want to see if you more man than motherfucking woman. They will call a motherfucker sassy so quick it ain't even funny. You'll be like, how's that sassy? Nah, nigga, you sassy. I know how you motherfuckers think. You will look at a man like, is he a woman or a man? It's like that Drake line be going through a Gemini woman head all motherfucking day. Niggas talk more than bitches these days. They be like, some of these women can get toxic.
And let me stop. All right, thank you. Love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. Talking with Tish, I'm back. Support me, follow me, tell your friends, send me some suggestions, email me, DM me, messenger, on here. You know what it is. All right, good night.